Here we go. Hi, everyone, and welcome to TWF Impact or Hit. Joey Styles, Jonathan Coachman, and Aiden English here. And today on Impact or Hit, hopefully we'll get to see another match with the supposed one of the greatest wrestlers to ever come from the folk wealth of Southern Land, Grayson Waller. You know, he's already had 2 matches already, beating Freddy Krueger and Peach. How are they going to do it this match, Joey Styles says. Well, I can tell you one thing, Jonathan Coachman said. We have seen a lot of wrestlers come and go in skilled wrestling or sportsly or whatever you want to call it. You know, but at the end of the day, very few folks can ever go around saying that they're the greatest wrestler to ever come from their homeland, whatever that homeland happened to be, John Coachman says. I'll tell you right now, Joey and Jonathan, Grayson Waller is off to a good start. He's beat Pete, he's beat Freddy Krueger, he's beat Peach. Who's going to be next on the list to get whacked, get beaten by Grayson Waller? Well, the only one that can truly beat Grayson Waller would truly be himself. You know. So, alright, let's go to the only one who can beat him would be himself, Aiden English says. Well, here comes Grayson Waller coming to the ring now. You know, I'm one of the greatest wrestlers to ever come from the folk wealth of the Southern Land, or the folk Reich of the Southern Land. You know that there was nothing ever good down there. I mean, until I came along and made it cool. You know. So, I wonder who I'm going to be beating and shaming this time. I mean, I already beat the Nightmare Fiend Freddy Krueger. You haven't seen him since then. He's got his hat back, the big deal. You see me beat Peach from the Over Mario Brothers. And who's going to be next on my list to take a beating from me, Grayson Waller? Well, if we're being wise about it, I don't think anyone truly wants to take a beating from me. Because after what happened to Freddy Krueger, and what happened to Freddy Krueger, what happened to Peach, I can't think of anyone, that would be dumb enough to want to wrestle me. Oh, well then, you forgot me, Faith says. The TWF Allegheny Share Fighter. And I haven't had a match yet ever since I won it. So the way I look at it, Grayson Waller, I think that me and you should have a match here today on Impact or Hit, which is going to live up to its name when I beat you up and then knock you down. So I think we are going to live up to that. Are you kidding me, Faith? I already beat Freddy Krueger. I already beat Peach. You want me to beat you? Why not? Oh yeah, Faith says. And since I am now the, TWF Allegheny Share Fighter, I think it's only fair I put a win against you, who likes to talk about how you are the greatest wrestler to ever come from the folk wealth of the Southern Land. And let's be earnest, the Southern Land has only been a free land since between 101 YL, which makes it still a young land. And to say you're one of the greatest wrestlers that came from there, well, that's kind of leaning it. Because I can think of Rhea Ripley and Bronson Reed. Oh, I can think of some other ones like Buddy Murphy, who in his time in WWE did a lot of things, probably more than you did. Yeah, WWE, NXT. How dare you bring up Rhea Ripley, Bronson Reed, or Buddy Murphy? Buddy Murphy couldn't cut it, and he got fired from WWE. Bronson Reed, he wants nothing to do with me. That's why he's on Raw and his 2 different run. And I went, and that's why I went, and no one dealt with me. Well, Grayson Waller, weren't you the one that make a lot of headaches for the former 6th main overseer of NXT at the time, Shawn Michaels? So bad that when they traded you from NXT to SmackDown, they were so happy. Yeah, just like I'm gonna, you're gonna do what? You're gonna do what, Grayson? You're gonna do shit, Faith says. Yeah, you Chris Jericho wannabe, you're gonna yield for that. Well, looks like we might not have a match now. Grayson Waller is gonna be leaving. You saw what happened out there. You saw what happened out there? Yeah, I did. Faith hit me. Well, the way I'll look at it, you were going to strike her first, and Faith just beat you to the strike. I'm daring you, Astronema. You better make things right. Yeah, Grayson Waller, because you spent a lot of time running your mouth off. And the only thing you ever did in your whole time in WWE was win the W Tag Team winnings with Tyson Fury, and you haven't won them back yet. Yeah, you may have beat Freddy Krueger and Peach, great for you. But you want to win a winning? There, you're fighting Faith for the TWF Allegheny Share winnings. Deal with it. That's just what I wanted. Well, poor sad Astronema has to deal with the same shit that Adam Pearce and Nick Ambris and Ava Rain, Santina Marella, and Christopher Daniels and Zack Ryder have to deal with now, Joey Styles says. Yeah, that's right. He's back in the ring now. And now he's going to get his match with Faith for the TWF Allegheny Share winnings, Jonathan Coachman said. And just to think, Aiden English says, he's only had 2 matches in, and he's already fighting for a winnings here. I know when I was in WWE, it took me some time before I even won the WWE NXT Tag Team winnings and won the WWE Tag Team winnings. Or, no, I didn't win that. No, all I won was the WWE NXT Tag Team winnings, that was it. This match is for the TWF World Tag Team winnings. First, this is for the TWF Allegheny Share winnings. First, he is from the folk wealth of the Southern Land, Grayson Waller, and she is the TWF Allegheny Share fighter from Sunnydale Township near, in Los Angeles Share and Los Angeles Reich are known as the Golden Reich, from the 4-1 Reichs of North Vinland. Faith. Well, that was a lot of things to say. Grayson Waller just took down Faith like that. And we all know Body Slam about Faith and all what she had to overcome, not only being on Buffy the Bloodsucker Slayer, but also on a spin-off Angel. Well, don't forget about Joey Styles said a hip toss. John McCoachman said, don't forget about Faith came to the TWF the first time in 2003 YL, and then she broke in half when she was on Chris Jericho's show. She came back to the TWF in 2012 YL, the 2003 between us YL, and then her arm broke off. And she came back to Toy Wrestling Gallery in the 3-diff run 2021 YL, and here she is, still here now. And the oversticky who's just holding that leg together, John McCoachman says. Aiden English said everyone has a sob saga. Look at me. I worked in WE. I was an FCW, went to WE, only won the WNXT tag team winnings. Then my tag team, Simon Gotch, got let go. No, then we went from NXT to SmackDown. Things didn't go well. Simon Gotch got let go. Then I was teaming up with Alexander Rusev. Then I was a play-by-play caller, and everything was great now. So everybody's got a sob saga. So do I do. You don't see me bitching about how bad my time in FCW and WWE was, and how things are in TNAW now. Faith has overcome all the hardships and binds so far, and has had 3 great runs in the TWF. Aiden English said, just sad that she's going to lose to Grayson Waller. Grayson Waller thinks that he is the hidden breaker on Grayson Waller. Faith did the hidden breaker that Chris Jericho did in his 2-diff run in WWE. And now she's going to do what is also known as the Walls of Jericho, or the Lion Tamer, or the Cap Breaker, during his time in SMW, ECW, WCW, and maybe in his early run, in his first run WWE. But he's going to yield? No, that's it. It's going to happen here. 1, 2. No, it didn't happen yet. Grayson Waller didn't yield out. He should have done it. Oh! Grayson Waller. The lucky son of a bitch, Joey Styles says, to somehow, some way not yield to that hold. Here he goes, a stunner. And it looks like Faith is going to lose, Joey Styles says, to a neck breaker. Well, Jonathan Coachman says it's going to be sad if Faith's going to lose this way. 1, 2, 3. Ding, ding, ding. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? Aiden English says, we got a new TWF Allegheny Share fighter, Grayson Waller. Here is your winner in the new TWF Allegheny Share fighter, Grayson Waller. Well, Grayson Waller is now the new TWF Allegheny Share fighter, and he has beat Faith here today on Impact or Hit, Joey Styles says. So yeah, Grayson Waller has done a lot. Only 3 matches into the Toy Wrestling Gathering, and here he is. He's won the winnings already. You know. And I think they should give him his winnings, you know. Yeah, Joey Styles said 3 matches in, and he's already the TWF, you know, Allegheny. He's already now 3 matches in, and he's the TWF Allegheny Share fighter now. Well, Jonathan Coachman says Grayson Waller is going to behave as if he's won the Overbowl, as if he's won the World Saga, as if he has won Third Month Madness, and as if he has won, I don't know, the World Games, Jonathan Coachman says. Or as if he's won the main, as if he has won in the main match at Wrestle Madness, Jonathan Coachman says. Aiden English says, Grayson Waller is going to behave like he won all of those sporting shows or happenings, and he is now the new TWF Allegheny Share fighter. And now everyone's got no onlook but the onlook the man down under. And you see how cool that looks around him? Aiden English says, all right, everyone. Yeah, all right, take it away. Tony Schiavone. Thank you, Joey Styles and Jonathan Coachman. I'm going to be talking with Grayson Waller, who says that he is the greatest wrestler to ever come from the folk wealth of the Southern land. All right, Grayson Waller. Do I get my... All right, Grayson Waller, you say you're the greatest wrestler to ever come from the folk wealth of the Southern land, but then there's always been wrestlers coming from there. Yeah, but not great wrestlers. I mean, come on. No one as good as me. I mean, no, I'm not going to say that Rhea Ripley and Bronson Reed aren't skilled. They are. But they're not as good as I did. And two, Buddy Murphy. Oh, everybody likes to say how great he was. Former WWE NXT Tag Team Fighter. Former WWE NXT Light Heavyweight. Former WWE Light Heavyweight Fighter. What happened to him? He got let go. Well, Grayson Waller, at the end of the day, your mindset, your stand, free matches in, and you're now the new TWF Allegheny Share fighter. Isn't it funny that a man from the Southern Land is won a strap, which is for a share in the 4-1 Reichs? I mean, I'm not from the 4-1 Reichs. I'm not even from Pennsylvania Reich. I'm not from Allegheny Share. I'm not even from Portview Borough near. Huh. But I will bring a lot of onlooking clash to the TWF Allegheny Share winnings. Is that right, huh? Yeah, that's right. I already beat Freddy Krueger and Peach and Faith. Well, who's next for me to beat? I mean, who's next to get in the ring with Grayson Waller? I don't know the wrestler or fighter or overstar who will do that. No one. Because after what happened to those three, I hardly doubt there's any other men or women who want to wrestle me. Ha ha ha. Well, he might be the biggest creep. He might be the biggest creep to ever come from the, from the folk wealth of the Southern Land. Back to you, Joey Styles and Jonathan Coachman. Well, thank you, Tony Schiavone, for talking with Grayson Waller here today on Impact or Hit. And that's all the time we got here for Impact or Hit. I, Joey Styles, Jonathan Coachman, and Aiden English. We hope you like Impact or Hit, and we'll see you tomorrow for Friday Night SmackDown.